North Korea fired an intercontinental ballistic missile into waters off Japan in the early hours of Wednesday morning in what was believed to be its longest-range test yet, escalating already high tensions with the U.S. Kim Jong-un's rogue regime launched the missile, its first for more than 2 months, in the middle of the night, and it flew for around 620 miles, reaching an altitude of 2,800 miles, and splashing down 53 minutes later in the Sea of Japan. The missile ended up within Japan's exclusive economic zone, which extends 200 nautical miles from its coast. In response to the test, Donald Trump, the U.S. president, said, "It is a situation that we will handle. We will take care of it." He offered no further details.
The missile was launched a little while ago from North Korea. I will only tell you that we will take care of it. We have General Mattis in the room.
The missile reached a greater altitude than any North Korea has previously tested, James Mattis, the U.S. Defense Secretary, said. He said the test showed North Korea wanted to threaten anywhere in the world basically, and certainly the U.S. South Korea responded by almost immediately launching 3 of its own missiles in a show of force. President Moon Jae-in expressed worry that North Korea's growing missile threat could force the United States to attack the North before it masters a nuclear-tipped long-range missile, something experts say may be imminent. If North Korea completes a ballistic missile that could reach from one continent to another, the situation can spiral out of control, Mr. Moon said at an emergency meeting in Seoul, according to his office. "We must stop a situation where North Korea miscalculates and threatens us with nuclear weapons, or where the United States considers a preemptive strike." Mr. Trump spoke to Shinzo Abe, the Japanese Prime Minister, after the test. The two leaders agreed that China needed to play an increased role to tackle the crisis. In a phone call, the leaders agreed to strengthen our deterrence capability against the North Korean threat, said Yasutoshi Nishimura, Japan's Deputy Chief Cabinet Secretary. Mr. Abe described the launch as a violent act that can never be tolerated, while Moon Jae-in, the South Korean president, said the test was a serious threat to global peace. Boris Johnson, the Foreign Secretary, called on North Korea to change course. "This is not the path to security and prosperity for the North Korean people. DPRK regime must change course," Mr. Johnson said. The UN Security Council has scheduled an emergency meeting for Wednesday to discuss the provocation. Japanese Defense Minister Itsunori Onodera said it was judged to be ICBM class given its lofted trajectory. If these numbers are correct, then if flown on a standard trajectory rather than this lofted trajectory, this missile would have a range of more than 13,000 kilometers, 8,100 miles. Such a missile would have more than enough range to reach Washington, D.C., and in fact any part of the continental United States, the US-based Union of Concerned Scientists said. However, it was unclear how heavy a payload the missile was carrying, and it was uncertain if it could carry a large nuclear warhead that far, the non-profit science advocacy group added. The test came just days after Mr. Trump added North Korea to America's list of state sponsors of terror and unveiled new sanctions targeting its shipping, moves Pyongyang had called a serious provocation and violent infringement. It came weeks after Mr. Trump returned from a tour of Asia where he sought to rally support for clamping down on North Korea's economy. Hours before the launch, officials in Hawaii said wailing sirens last heard more than 20 years ago would sound for 60 seconds at more than 400 locations on the first working day of each month, starting in December. In the event of a real attack, the sirens would give Hawaiians 12 to 15 minutes of warning before impact. Richard Raposa, Hawaii's emergency management spokesman, said, "We stopped using them in the mid-90s after the Cold War ended." The new siren tests were to be accompanied by public service announcements urging residents to get inside, and stay tuned. Announcing the tests, Mr. Raposa said a single 150-kiloton weapon detonated over Pearl Harbor, on the main island of Oahu, would be expected to kill 18,000 people and injure 120,000. Washington has said that all options are on the table to deal with North Korea's nuclear program, including military ones, but that it prefers a peaceful solution. Mr. Trump has repeatedly pressed China, the North's main ally and neighbor, to step up sanctions on Pyongyang. But North Korea has given no indication it is willing to give up its nuclear ambitions, claiming it needs to defend itself against what it claims are U.S. plans to invade. As America's parties fight over a Republican tax plan, a new battle opened on another front as Democratic congressional leaders Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi skipped a White House meeting with Trump to discuss spending, immigration, and other issues. Lawmakers must renew government funding before it expires on December 8 or risk a shutdown. Democrats hope to use their leverage on the budget issue to renew protections for young immigrants who entered the country illegally as children. Missile presumed to be Hwasong-14. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff said they presume North Korea fired a Hwasong-14 long-range ballistic missile on Wednesday, the South Yonhap news agency reported. A military spokesman told Reuters he could not confirm the report. If confirmed, the test would be a repeat of the intercontinental ballistic missile launch in July. Here's a handy graphic depicting a Hwasong-14 missile test underscores grave threat to entire world. President Donald Trump has spoken with South Korean President Moon Jae-in to discuss the country's response to North Korea's latest missile launch. The White House says both leaders underscored the grave threat that North Korea's latest provocation poses not only to US and South Korea, but to the entire world. The two presidents also reaffirmed their strong condemnation of North Korea's reckless campaign to advance its nuclear and ballistic missile programs, noting that these weapons only serve to undermine North Korea's security and deepen its diplomatic and economic isolation. Washington, D.C. in range. Japanese Defense Minister Itsunori Onodera said it was judged that the missile was ICBM class given its lofted trajectory. The U.S.-based Union of Concerned Scientists said, if these numbers are correct, then if flown on a standard trajectory rather than this lofted trajectory, this missile would have a range of more than 13,000 kilometers, 8,100 miles. Such a missile would have more than enough range to reach Washington, D.C., and in fact any part of the continental United States. However, it was unclear how heavy a payload the missile was carrying, and it was uncertain if it could carry a large nuclear warhead that far, the non-profit science advocacy group added. North Korea undermining its security. U.S. President Donald Trump and Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe warned North Korea is putting its own security at risk with a provocative new missile test, according to a White House account of a crisis call between the pair. The two leaders agreed that the North Korean regime's provocative actions are undermining its security and further isolating it from the international community. The leaders reaffirmed their commitment to combat the North Korean threat. Japan's PM, violent act will not be tolerated. Japan's Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has called for an emergency UN Security Council meeting. Mr. Abe called the test a violent act that can never be tolerated and added, we will never yield to any provocative act. We will maximize our pressure. Defense Secretary Jim Mattis, North Korea endangers world peace. The Defense Secretary said that the ICBM was shot higher frankly than any previous shots NK has taken. He said that North Korea's continued effort to develop weapons endangers world peace, regional peace, and certainly the United States. Trump, we will take care of it. Discussing the provocation, Mr. Trump said, it is a situation that we will handle. We will take care of it. Pentagon, test was an intercontinental missile. The Pentagon said in its initial assessment that the missile was an intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, launched from Saein-ni in North Korea and traveled about 1,000 kilometers before splashing down in the Sea of Japan. It added that the missile did not pose a threat to the United States, its territories or allies. The U.S. administration has previously said it will not tolerate the North's testing or deployment of an intercontinental ballistic missile capable of carrying a nuclear warhead to U.S. cities. What does the nuclear test mean? South Korean and U.S. authorities are working together to analyze the latest missile's trajectory, according to a statement from South Korean military chiefs. North Korea is thought to be focusing efforts on building long-range missiles with the potential of reaching the mainland continental U.S. Officials in Pyongyang said the first of the longer-range missiles it tested in July could hit any part of the world, but the US military called it an intermediate-range missile instead. Its last nuclear test reportedly involved a miniaturized hydrogen bomb that could be loaded onto a long-range missile. Donald Trump briefed on missile launch. US President Donald Trump was briefed on North Korea's ballistic missile test while it was still in the air, the White House said. Mr. Trump was visiting Congress at the time of the launch, according to Press Secretary Sarah Sanders, but has since returned to the White House. He is expected to make a statement on the missile test shortly. How will the US react? Asked whether the US is out of peaceful options with North Korea, Senator Lindsey Graham tells MSNBC, "Not yet, but we're getting closer." Missile flew for 50 minutes. Japan's government estimates the North Korea missile flew for 50 minutes and landed in Japan's exclusive economic zone.